Hi Internet, I'm Chaz.
I'm Dan.
And this is the Wine is Serious Business Show, episode be 28 now or something like that. We're up into the high 20s. I'm starting to lose count of...
It's 29 I think.
It'll be one of those. Anyway, kind of an exciting show. Dan's been searching for the best American or best New World Riesling. There pretty much is, and I think, have you had any New York Riesling before?
I haven't, but this is something people have been talking to me about over and over and over. Like, if you're serious about trying to find good American Riesling, you got to check out New York's. But I grew up in Minnesota, and I moved out west. And New York Rieslings, you know, they're sort of around, but they're not really easy to come by. There's a lot of competition.
Not in Oregon. Yeah. A lot of Riesling is made in Oregon. I mean,
right.
We make a lot of it ourselves, and same thing with Washington. So I've never actually seen a New York Riesling on the shelf here.
Yeah, and it's not not repped a lot out here. I'm sure it'd be a hard market to break into. So somebody we met online on the Something Awful forums, I'd like to say a big thanks to Mikey Perp for we did a wine swap. We sent him some Oregon Pinot, and he sent us some New York Riesling to let us get a crack and see what they're doing. See what they're doing in New York. So let's get right into the wine.
Yeah. So the first wine is the Heron Hill 2006 Finger Lake Riesling from the Ingle Vineyard. So I think it's single vineyard bottling. At least that's what it's sounding like. So no idea what these are priced at. So.
Yep, and I don't know anything about the producers, or I know roughly where the Finger Lakes are, but but I don't know anything about the vineyards or anything like that. So this is more or less blind with the labels on.
Right. This one doesn't talk about the residual sugar. The other ones do, but this one is a 12% alcohol by volume wine, so gonna be a little drier.
Probably a little drier.
Yeah.
Nice nose.
Yeah. Coming off like kind of stony or like pumicey almost. I mean, like not pumicey, but like less about the fruit. There's like definite acidity, like lots of acidity.
I'm getting lines, like full on, like you squeeze a line right into it. Maybe a little bit like steel. Even
yeah, I think that's more metallic than stone.
But nice, little hint of green apple in there too.
Yep.
Nice nose. That's really nice. Really clean.
Yeah. I
want to say almost like it's a little creamy on the palate. I don't want to be like buttery or oaky. That's not what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you get a little creamier note off of an apple or something like that. It's a little more mellow. There's just a little hint of that right in the beginning, and that makes it kind of smooth.
Yeah.
And I like what it contributes.
There's like someone, I think it was Shane and why am I blanking on his name? David. I don't know what. Sorry, David. They brought up to me the flavor of apple seeds. Like
sure.
When you bite into apple seeds, there's that sort of like sharpness on the end of this wine. Not in a big way though. It's kind of like you got a hold of the apple and you got a hold a little bit of the seeds on the inside of the pit. But nice. I mean,
yeah, and clean mouthfeel.
Yeah, very very nice in the mouth.
Clean
finish.
Yep, the acidity's crisp, which is something I talk a lot about in German Rieslings. Like, you could tell me this is German. I don't think if it was poured blind, I'd straight out guess that it was. But if you told me it was, I wouldn't call you out as being a liar. Which is,
yeah, it tastes
pretty strong statement.
It tastes like a pretty like a cheap.
It reminds me kind of like the stuff from the falls, right? That jail wolf stuff. There's some similarities, right? Anyway,
yeah,
okay.
Sorry.
Well, to me, it's got some similarities with some stuff from the falls as opposed to the Mosel. But overall, like clean and totally enjoyable.
That's a really nice wine.
Yeah, 89 points, and I'd say if you see it if it's in the mid-20s, I'm not quite sure what it costs again. If it's in the mid-20s, definitely worth checking out.
I'm gonna go a little bit less. I'm trying to be between 87 and 88 points, somewhere in there. I'll just go 87 to 88 points. There's something about the finish that's a little detracting for me, but it's there and it disappears. And the rest
just a little
bit of like boozy sharpness or something.
You're right.
I'm
just getting that right now.
And so that's the only thing I'm detecting. That's the only flaw I'm detecting in this wine, though. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward wine flavor-wise. It does have really nice things going on. And it's incredibly clean and full in the mouth and nice feeling. The only problem with me is that the end, 7 points.
And it's going to pull me down to 88 because I just picked that up.
Yeah.
But still, solid. Don't take that to be that it's a dominant factor that it really takes away from the experience. Very enjoyable, and yeah, I'm sure that bottle's going to get drank in its entirety.
That's nice. Actually, that's a good wine.
Yeah.
I mean,
already worth it.
Already,
frankly,
already almost better than Oregon.
Yeah, if these two are garbage, this experience is already worth it because I've had.
Well, except for the Arcane Cellars. That was
awesome.
That was the one. That's the pedestal right now. Pedestal wine for
That's
America.
True. What have you been up to lately?
What have I been up to? Work. Getting my motorcycle fixed. Getting ready for the track day season this year. Pretty stoked for that. I go ride my motorcycle around the track. I ride a sport bike, and playing Mass Effect 2. So, anybody out there playing Mass Effect 2? It's pretty good. It's awesome actually. I've followed the progression of the books and the video games, and it's been fantastic.
I've been hearing a lot about it. Yeah, seriously, if you play Mass Effect, say so in the comments. I'd like to see who else is playing it.
Maybe a little more than that.
Okay,
we're talking 11% out. Okay, we haven't even talked about what we're drinking yet.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Red Newt Cellars Riesling from the Finger Lakes, 2008 vintage. It's got 11% alcohol? Yeah, like 11.7% alcohol and 3.2% of residual sugar. So
It's a pretty fair amount, right?
yeah. So this is gonna be a little bit younger.
Boy, I don't know a lot about winemaking, but I think that means that it's pretty ripe fruit that they go into to get 11% and 3 residual sugar afterward. Sweeter on the nose for sure right away. The fruit leans more towards peaches.
True, very true.
Not like heavy, rich peaches like out of a can or something like that, Chris.
Or maybe like pear juice or something like that, like canned pear juice. I don't know.
You can see that, I think.
There's a little peary, I guess. It's like a cross between peach and pear for my palate.
The acidity's present, but it's a lot more muted than on the previous wine.
True.
Again, really nice, clean approach right out of the gate. I really like the feel of the acidity. The acidity kind of evolves across, well, not evolves a whole lot, but it sits well.
Oh yeah, and the sugar sits well as well for quite a long time. I mean,
yeah,
I'm just now starting to finish tasting it. Like it's got a really nice finish on it. I haven't really thought about the rest
getting
of it.
a little bit of dusty texture on it too, which is interesting. You don't see that a lot in whites.
Those peachy flavors do show on the palate a little bit, tending towards some like green apple flavors as well.
Yeah.
Acidity is there throughout the entire experience. Not very strong though.
Not very, but
mellow compared to the first one. A little mellower.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finish on this one's nice. It's cleaner. It's much cleaner than the first one was clean. This one has a nice finish instead of just ending clean.
And very balanced. Like you can definitely taste it's a little sweeter, but across the board. And I like how the acidity hangs on the palate. Again, it's not terribly strong, but it's persistent, and it's there from beginning to end. And it's got a nice feel to it. It's a very clean, enjoyable acidity. And again, another very nice wine. Not horribly complex, right? Nothing really knocking your socks off, but well put together and enjoyable. 89 minus for this, and also solid. Again, in the $20 range, I'd be happy to drink.
88 points. And yeah, if it's $20, I saw it in the store, it'd be purchased.
And my understanding is that
really nice.
all of these are like, lower to mid-range bottles from these producers, that all of these guys have higher end bottles, which has me pretty excited. Because tasting these, and if they were offered like, okay, and here's our reserve for $35 or $40, I look forward to trying those in the future.
Be a buyer,
Yeah, to check it out at least.